Hello everyone, this is my season 3 finale review of Superman and Lois about Mother Girls that Let's Go arrested from prison. Lois and everyone else was doing their casual normal routines until Sam brings up that Lex has been seen for like about a month, which is really surprising to them. In a way, later find out that with Chrissy she is pregnant with Kyle, and Kyle is surprised in a way that she wasn't planning to, and Kyle he's glad that he knows, and they both are confident that they want to have the kid, which is awesome for them. John Henry Irons visits Lana to check on the security system, but it was only a way for him to get close to her, so each has to are on a date, because the season has been hitting those two romantically throughout the entire season so far, so it's about time. Sam tells John when he's at home with Natalie, offer about them working in the DOD, which is where Mateo is at. It's just a way to get the characters, those two characters, towards something that they've already dealt with earlier in the season. Basically something within their interest, mostly Natalie's, which is she's interested in Mateo. They have like a really big decision. They have about a week because Sam showed up asking them to if they are interested, and that's weird because he entered their place, and then he said, "You want to change your life? You have a week to decide." That was a little out of nowhere. Since they were at a particular project within the DOD that they have a certain deadline that they want Natalie and John to be part of, or like what's the rush? So what's something that the DOD needs to involve John and Natalie. That's just a bit weird of that. Lois is ready to be more intimate with Clark, so he flies to Ellie, which is where they stay at Talos' place there, and then later throughout the episode, they tell the boys that they plan a vacation for them, and then they will discuss their plans later over dinner, which, by the way, is where Sarah is working at, which are the two in bed. Back in Gazette, Chrissy tells Lois and Clark that she's pregnant, and she's excited, and they all excited, and she already told Kyle, but not really told Kyle, but basically that she found out she did something that made Kyle find out about the news, and then Clark hears something within Metropolis, and it's Judge Regan, who was in the beginning of the season, was killed, and Lois see that those Bruno's doing. In a way, she definitely feels and assumes that this is Lex because she's still a journalist. She's not giving that up, and that's something that Lex wants to put a stop to. It's basically a message towards Lois that Lois does not take lightly, and hopefully Lois and Clark save as much people from Lex as possible, since he's really brutal. So if the stuff that he's done in prison, just imagine the stuff he does when he's out, and that's we always saw something that he has done already. The judge is the one person who sentenced him, so it would make sense why he would go towards her. Carol tells Lana, Sarah, and Sophie the news about Chrissy being pregnant, and they're all happy for them. I'm glad he got all of them together and told them, because it seems that he wants to take more responsibility for himself and take a responsible approach towards the new baby and Chrissy, and I'm really proud of him for that. And there's this meteor shower event that the boys are setting up, and Jonathan's trying to impress the coach, who was his former coach, and it didn't really work out in Jonathan's favor, and kind of went nowhere for the episode. And I wish there was more conversations between those two, just a little bit more conversations between those two to get Jonathan more clarification on how the coach is and how upset he is, and at Jonathan particularly because he messed up the team back then, and how much Jordan wanted to make things up, and it seems like the coach didn't really see that, and I feel like that was a bit missed opportunity right there. Like maybe Jonathan could have explained that he's in a firehouse and he's wants to do better, and he's wants to earn his way back to the football team. That would have made more sense if there's a possibility that the coach could probably change his ways to at least think about maybe bring him back to the football team if it's available for Jonathan to do so. But obviously that's not happen at all. Sam shows up at the meteor shower event with his new girlfriend Megan, which we know about back a few episodes ago, and he was talking to Lana about the fact that he showed up late and then she had to go. And then so anyways, they've been dating for a while, and then Natalie and Jonathan and Jordan were sitting down. So when Sam introduced Megan to the boys and Natalie, he calls Natalie his granddaughter, meaning that he sees a lot of closeness within her, meaning that he sees her as family. It's really awesome to see. And then Sam and Megan go to an alley, and then he left his phone there. So the way Megan was, so Sam felt like a trap. So which it definitely was. So that was really sad to see for Sam. Yeah. We get to see Lana and John go on a date, and the Kents are at the diner, and Clark and Lois notice that Jordan is still mad at Sarah, and he's being a little bit rude towards her. Then Clark talks to Jordan alone, one-on-one, about finding a way to stop being mad at Sarah. He's trying to find excuses to be mad at Sarah because of what happened between them, and Jordan approaches Sarah, and he does his best to apologize, and they talked for a little bit how it was something that they both needed, and they agreed to give each other the space they need and to not be friends for now. It was something that Jonathan and Sarah need to do, so now they can be more focused on themselves, and which is something Jordan was trying to, in a way, avoid. His rudeness was a key factor in why he made it all about him, and in a way, Sarah also victim blamed herself, made things about her for a few moments as well. So I hope they are able to learn to accept that they each did wonderful things to each other, and hopefully things will work out in the favor in that season. Lana and John are in their date, and John's talking about his future with the possibility of him being in the DOD, and then Lana has talked about Kyle having a kid and how her and her family will feel about it all. And then we see that Clark and Lois go to the event, and they can't get hold of Sam, and Superman hears his phone vibrate in the alley. We see a bit of a flashback of what Lex was doing with Bizzaro when he first found him, that he was fiend, and then basically he ended up feeding him, taking care of him in a way, but in a weird way. Then he wanted to basically kill Bizzaro and bring him back to life to keep him, to make himself stronger, to see that once he dies he can come back to life stronger, as he wants to keep things going. And all this there is who was missing ear since Bizzaro ripped it off, and Megan, the person who was with Sam, approached Lex as well, meaning that in a way Sam's will be hard to find, and later on for the series. And by the way, Megan went on a few dates with Sam because she works with Lex, so but they didn't know that Lex was to be out of prison yet, so that was a little confusing now. I don't know how that would have worked out, because if Lex was still in prison, if he wasn't going to be out, for example, then she would have still tried to draw out of him over and over again, and then she would have captured him later on, for future. However, now that it's happening now, it's, I don't know, just wait. How you think about that? That's a little confusing as well. And then for Lex doing all this, then all the killing towards Bizzaro, he ends up being Doomsday, and they want to kill Superman to get to Lois, and because he wants revenge. And then Kyle and Chrissy on the meteor shower event, when out of nowhere Kyle asked her to marry her. Right as that happens, Lana from a distance is there, and she sees and she's a little caught off guard. Definitely John asked her if she was alright, and she feels the way she feels for a reason, and it's understandable why Superman faces Lex and Doomsday attached the solve the bond to make one interesting and insane entrance. They fight all the way to the point where Superman's family is where the meteor shower event is, and they see both of them, and Superman tells basically John not to help because he understands that that's actually something very dangerous. It's happening that even Lois sees. I mean that's very dangerous for Superman. This fight seems more dangerous for Superman himself, so they fight all the way to Metropolis with a small Byway, and they fight underground train station. Then Doomsday and Superman are brutal towards each other, and Superman thinks he killed him towards the tunnel, but didn't work, and then they fight in space, and that's where the cliffhanger and the season ends. So that's the episode. Yeah, that was actually surprisingly well crafted. I still love season 1 a little bit more because it had more tension. However, the season it brought the characters together and made them care for each other in a way that the seasons didn't do, and that's what I do appreciate a whole lot more. However, the season 1 did have more tension, which makes sense is to bring the audience in. I can't wait for next season to see what crazy things Lex will do, which is most likely their final season. Won't be surprising at all. I did enjoy seeing Sarah and John this season. They were pushed towards the edge with each other, and towards the season, at the end of the season, there wasn't much of John and Natalie, which was interesting considering the Mannheim storyline involved them pretty well, and towards the end they weren't really involved, so that was a little bit odd. It was like that. I did like Lana this season being a mother and a mayor, helping people, as much people as she can. She was the one character most characters went to for advice. Not all of them, but just a handful of them. And Kyle has really grown on me. I did enjoy his charisma towards the end of the episode with his family and his friends, including Jonathan. So basically, the stuff with Jonathan and Kyle, they're able to really be friends and they understand each other, and that was exciting to see. It was a really rocky start towards Kyle, but without for him in the season, and so hopefully things will work out well with the way he is with his job. And Jonathan just does to really, I feel like those two can really help each other out in a way, and also the fact that Kyle really wants to protect the Superman secret as well. Jonathan was really well done, and the actor made the role fit in his favor. I like that he wants to earn his future without making things easy for him. I really do respect him for that. Poor Sam, he wanted to date only for it all to be enough for him to be in a trap, and hopefully Superman could save him. And also, since he's trapped somewhere within Lexus, wherever he is, he need to use that Sam to use that to his advantage and to find a way to save a lot of people from whatever Lex is planning, as much people as he can do, and with Superman's help, of course. And I did like Chrissy throughout the season. She was really fun. Her energy was really well. I did one of the episodes that really stood out is when she was spending time with Sarah. I thought that was something really enjoyable to see. Yeah. Lois was really brilliant this season. I really appreciate this character really well, so much. She's a fighter, and I appreciate how the actress presented Lois in a way that made me understand how she felt, and I feel like the writers truly put a lot of heart and care within Lois's personality and her health, so I really did appreciate all that. I see Superman and Clark as one person this season, meaning the character is different from the past 2 seasons, and they showed Clark having a passion for being more of a father figure towards the boys more than Superman, which is understandable. This is what him and his family. So, however, when he is Superman, he's basically a Superman towards his family in a way. So I understand that sounds a little confusing. I'm saying that's not, Clark isn't really Superman when he's with his family, but in a way he is. It's understandably mind-boggling here. But the thing is, I'm trying to say is that basically he's Superman his own way when he's Clark. He's finds his way to become both super in Clark instead of the Superman in Clark. If that makes sense. Hopefully you understand what I'm saying here because it was a little confusing there. So, however, it does make sense. What I'm trying to say was when I said it, he's one and the same. Even though season one is still my favorite, I feel like this season, even this season, Clark really stands out really well here, and I really appreciate seeing Tyler's perspective from the character. Yeah, that's all I have to say. So hopefully you enjoy my review of Superman and Lois season 3 episode 13. I have another video for all of you. Next time I'll probably post it in 2 weeks. We'll see. Alright. It has to do with the Flash and not in a way you think. Alright. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon. Bye.